May nag-post sa Reddit. Ang sabi niya, what business that pays well but no one realizes it? At yung mga sagot ng mga netizens, nako, gold mine ng mga ideas. Tara, tignan natin yung mga sagot. Sobrang insightful. Ang sabi ng isang ito,
Itlogan. Napagtapos kami sa college, pati ako ng med school with this business.
sinang-ayunan naman ito ng isa. Ang sabi niya,
May kapitbahay kami na 4 ang bahay at lupa. Plus madami na rin silang kotse. Ganyan din negosyo nila.
nako, grabe nga no. Kaya yung mga nakikita nyo nagtitinda ng itlog sa palengke, nako, baka big time yung mga yon. Ang isa pang business na sinabi na talaga namang umani ng maraming upvotes ay ang negosyo na junk shop. Ang sabi ng isang user,
Junk shop, as in bakal, bote at yero. Ikaw yung bibili sa mga magbobote. Tapos may magpipick up din sa'yo. Walang spoilage, etc. Need mo lang ng lupa na pwedeng tambakan ng kalakal before i-pick up ng buyer mo. Hindi need na city ka nakatira para maging business mo to. Nakakatulong ka pa sa environment at sa mga magbobote.
dahil sa post na yan, naging curious ang isang user at tinanong niya yung nag-post kung paano mag-start ng junk shop. Sinagot naman ito ni OP. Dahil mahaba ang sagot niya, isa-summarize ko na lang. Ayon sa kanya, una, kailangan mo ng buyer. Ito yung taong bibili ng lahat ng kalakal na naipon mo. Dapat maging suki mo sila. Pangalawa, kailangan mo ng lugar. Hindi kailangan maganda. Kahit bakanting lote lang pwede na. Pangatlo, kailangan mo ng mga nag-iipon. Ito yung mga magbobote. Mas okay kung gagawin mo silang agents. Agents means bibigyan mo sila ng puhunan sa umaga para may pambili sila ng kalakal. Sa hapon, ibebenta nila sa'yo lahat ng nakuha nila. Yung tubo, kanila na. Parang mini business nila habang tumutulong sila sa'yo. And then next, kailangan mong komplituhin ito sa junk shop mo. Timbangan, bubong para hindi mabasa yung karton, ilaw, CCTV na optional naman, or pwede ka rin magbantay ikaw mismo para tipid. The next, of course, business permits, na usually maliit lang naman ang bayad kasi maliit lang na negosyo ito. Grabe no? Interesting din ito, junk shop. Ang impression natin basura, pero ang lakas pala ng kitaan. Ang isa pa sa mga sagot sa Reddit thread na ito with the title, What Business That Pays Well But No One Realizes It,
Nagbabagsak kami ng mga used tire sa mga vulcanizing shops. Easy 200k a month, pero matrabaho din.
grabe naman yon. Pero mo 200k a month? Pinalo pa yung mga empleyadong nasa senior position. Parang sweldo na yan ng isang CEO. At ma-achieve mo yan dahil lang sa gamit na gulong ng sasakyan. Sinagot naman ito ng isa pang user. Ang sabi niya,
Same sa ukay-ukay concept. Hanap ka lang ng suppliers in warehouse ng mga gulong na slightly used o hindi talaga nagamit. Check nyo lang rin kung malapit na expiration ng gulong.
ang isa pang negosyo na malakas daw kumita ay ang pagtitinda ng isda. Ang sabi ng isang Reddit user,
Fish vendors, mayayaman mga to. Ahaha, para lang din yan silang rice traders na binabarat mga mangingisda. Medyo low-key nga lang.
mga sagot sa thread na to unexpected. At yung mga impression natin sa kanila, minsan hindi natin pinapansin yung negosyong yon. Pero big time pala ang kitaan. Maliban sa mga yan, marami pang business suggestions like pagbebenta ng pandesal, salon, at marami pang iba. Ang less
Sabi nila sa Tibet, sobrang tagal at sobrang lamig ng taglamig sa plato. Kaya para manatiling mainit ang mga bahay, gumagawa ang bawat pamilya ng espesyal na uri ng panggatong, yung mga cake na gawa sa dumi ng baka. Pinaghalo nila ang sariwang dumi ng baka sa tubig na parang dough, tapos hinuhubog nila ito sa anyong bilog o patty at idinidikit sa pader para patuyuin. Kapag natuyo na, ito ang pinakaimportanteng panggatong sa buong taglamig. Sabi pa nga, kapag mas marami kang ganitong kaudong cakes, ibig sabihin mas mayaman ka dahil mas marami kang yaks na pag-aari. Pero hindi lang panggatong ang gamit ng dumi ng baka. Ginagamit din ito bilang patong sa mga lupa at pader kapag hinahaluan ng lupa at tubig. Dahil sa mga hindi natunaw na hibla ng halaman sa dumi, nagsisilbi itong parang semento o konkrit na nagpapalakas at nagpapatatag sa mga istruktura kapag pinakinis. Ang mga pader na may patong na galing sa dumi ng baka ay pwedeng kasing kinis at katibay ng semento at mas environment-friendly pa. At interesting, hindi daw masangsang ang amoy ng dumi ng baka sa plato. Sabi ng mga lokal, dahil ang mga yak at tupa dito ay kumakain lang ng malinis at natural na damo. Sa tingin mo makatwiran ba yon? Ito ang Peru, kung saan ang mga lokal ay patuloy pa ring nagtatanim ng patatas gamit ang isang sinaunang pamamaraan. Ang kasangkapang ginagamit nila ay parang kakaibang pala. Tinatawag itong foot plow o ararong tinutulak ng paa. Isa itong tradisyonal na kasangkapang pansaka na naipapasa na sa loob ng daan-daang taon. Ang hawakan nito ay mahaba at bahagyang nakakurba, may isa o dalawang patungan ng paa malapit sa itaas. Sa pamamagitan ng pagtapak gamit ang isang paa at pagtulak ng bigat pasulong, madaling naibaon ng mga magsasaka ang dulo nito sa lupa. Pagkatapos, sa isang galaw lang, naiaangat nila ang lupa at nakakagawa ng tuwid at pantay na tudling sa loob lamang ng ilang segundo. Bagaman tila simple lang, sa matatarik na kabundukan ng Andes, mas praktikal pa rin ito kaysa sa mga makabagong makina. Matarik ang mga dalisdis, siksik ang lupa, at hindi gaanong epektibo ang mabibigat na kagamitan kumpara sa lakas ng binti at tuloy-tuloy na ritmo ng tao. Hanggang ngayon, nananatili pa rin itong pinakamaasahang paraan. Kaya narito ang tanong. Sa panahon ng makabagong teknolohiya, kailangan pa rin ba natin ang mga ganitong payak at orihinal na pamamaraan? Movie mistakes you probably never noticed. First, in the classic Spider-Man, the film that practically kicked off the modern era of superhero movies, there's a scene where Peter Parker is testing his new powers in his bedroom and accidentally knocks over a lamp with his web. It falls and breaks immediately. But just a few seconds later, when Aunt May knocks on the door worried, the lamp is magically back on the shelf, completely intact, as if nothing had happened. Second, in Inside Out, there's a scene where young Riley is running through the living room when fear makes her stop so she won't trip over a white cable. But in the very next shot, when the camera angle changes, the same cable suddenly appears black, completely different from before. Third, in Shazam, during a scene filmed at a shopping mall, several crew members accidentally ended up in the background without anyone noticing at first. To keep the mistake from being obvious to the audience, the production fixed everything digitally in post-production, turning the crew into shoppers holding bags. But tell me, had you noticed any of these details before? People who are having a worse day than you. First, after returning from the supermarket, a woman found her car completely covered in bees. Apparently, they thought her trunk was the perfect meeting spot. Second, someone left their phone hanging outside the car by the charging cable, which resulted in a damaged device. I'm not sure if the owner even noticed the mistake or if they were able to use the phone again. Third, here's proof that adding just a little extra detergent to the dishwasher is never a good idea. The whole kitchen ended up looking like a foamy movie scene. Fourth, after hitting a game-winning home run, a player tried to celebrate by dumping Gatorade on a teammate, but totally missed and soaked the reporter instead. Fifth, this guy just wanted to take a picture of his ice cream to post online, but a seagull came out of nowhere and stole it mid-air, leaving only the cone in his hand. Sixth, this family parked their van under an old balcony, and during the night, the structure simply collapsed right on top of the car. Double the bad luck. But what about you? Had you seen any of these images before?
Why the owner of Coca-Cola lives in this surprisingly modest house? The truth will blow your mind. This is the house where the man behind Coca-Cola lives. Not a mansion, just a regular-looking home in Denver. And that's what shocked everyone. Most people believe that the owner of such a massive brand, one tied to billions in global revenue, would live in pure luxury. After all, Berkshire Hathaway, the company that holds Coca-Cola shares, is run by one of the wealthiest men in the world. But when photos of this simple house appeared in the news, people couldn't believe it. Some thought it was fake, a PR stunt. Surely the man worth tens of billions of dollars must live in a mega mansion somewhere in Manhattan or Beverly Hills, right? Wrong. He confirmed it himself. Yes, he lives in that house. And no, it's not because he's humble. He explained in an interview that he doesn't buy expensive homes. Not because he wants to appear modest, but because he has a very specific and bizarre personal goal. He wants to become the first person in the world to hold $200 billion in liquid cash. Not just net worth, not investments, actual usable dollars. And he's on track.
The craziest coincidences of all time. First, this TV reporter went viral because he looks almost identical to the missing suspect he's reporting on. The resemblance is so strong that you might doubt your own eyes for a moment. Second, when he was in 7th grade, this boy drew a picture imagining his future as a professional athlete, and even included the girl who sat next to him in class. Years later in college, the unbelievable happened. He actually made the team and ended up dating the very same girl he had drawn. Hard to believe that was just coincidence. Third, this person's grandmother showed up wearing a dress with the exact same pattern as the living room carpet. She practically disappears into the room. It's like she activated camouflage mode. Fourth, completely by chance, the street sign called Moon Street ended up pointing directly at the moon in the sky, as if it were giving directions on how to get there. Fifth, this lost dog was found sitting right in front of the missing poster looking for him. It's almost like he was trying to assist in the search himself. But did you already know these things?